Looking for a new overhaul mod to try? Why not Apocalypse Now? It's got a bunch of new different zombies and animals that you can encounter in the world, and a bunch of new vehicles and helicopters and, well, just look at it. Just a ton of them. And new weapons and new fun, new skills. It's a nice mod, and I'm going to show you easy how to install it. So the first thing to do is go to 72D modlauncher.org. This is created by very awesome developer. It's been in use for many years. And you scroll down, you'll see the downloads for Windows and Linux. This is the new version. If you have used this and you're looking for the old version, which some people do because they prefer there are some additional features that the old version has that the new version has not, you just scroll down, you click here, you can find the link to the old version, but we're going to work on the new one. Download it, extract it. It will look something like this, and you double click and it will open up Mod Launcher. There are some defaults such as where to install everything in 72D, so we're just going to leave it. If you have problems, join the Discord and ask for a question and get support. And continue. We're going to hit install and overhaul because Apocalypse Now is an overhaul. Click it and you'll be presented by some information about it, such as the Discord if you're having issues and you need help, the features such as the progression tree overhaul, the classes, 144 slot backpack, really good, and just a bunch of other things in here. There's the classes, some information, but we're just going to hit install. So what's going to happen is that you are going to either copy from local, meaning you've already installed the latest version or the appropriate version for this overhaul mod in vanilla and Steam, and it'll copy it over. If you don't have the game installed, but I recommend doing that first. If you don't, you can actually download it from Steam to the mod pack installer, but then you have to supply a credential, and it's usually better not to do that. So I'm going to assume that you've installed it through Steam, so you have a version, copy from local. It will then auto detect, which is the common standard place. If you've moved it or you have somewhere else, hit browse and browse to it. But just start a copy. What's going to happen is that it will take a copy of your vanilla version and put it in the 72D location. And then it will download the overhaul itself, as you can see, and it will apply that on top of that, which means that you will have two versions of 7 Days to Die. You will have one vanilla that you can access through Steam, play it, exit out, and then you'll have one version, the overhaul version, Apocalypse Now, that you can play, and they will be independent, which means that you can play whichever you want. They will not interfere with each other. It does, however, take a fair while to copy it over and download and install everything, so go get yourself some coffee. Most of the time, this works. There are times where it does fail, meaning that everything looks good and then you try to start it and it just looks like vanilla, which means that something went wrong with the download and install of it. The way to recover or try to recover is simply to exit out, try to delete the whole folder that is in the 72D, and then try it again. It has happened to people, including myself, where first time it doesn't work, second time it doesn't work, and I try third time and it works. Maybe because there are some issues with downloading it, maybe it's saturated the GitLab, or just whatever network connectivity or something else that is happening. You never know. Zombies are eating all the packets, so just try again. If it still continually fails, you are sort of out of luck. You could try the old mod launcher that was in the link. It works slightly differently, but essentially it's the same features. It is a little bit more troublesome to use, but you could do that, or you could try to download it and install it manually. But I'm going to assume, like for most people, that mod launcher is working at least reasonably well for you. Once it's completed, it will look something like this, and if you want to delete things, yada yada, you can do that, but we're just going to hit play. And play brings us to something like this on Alpha 20.6 of the current version, modded with Apocalypse Now. And the intro screen looks a little bit different, obviously, but the new game, continue game, and stuff like that, just like before. And the easiest way is just do a new game. Type in something else. There are some pre-generated versions of the map in there. There's a 6K, there's a 8K, different version, everything. And you can try one of these out and just hit start and it will load everything in. And we're spawning in here and let's see, blah, 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 version 3.1.1. You'll see it obviously looks different. And yeah, let's see, you put this one down and then you punch it, and you get all your starter things. Isn't that nice? And if you're looking at playing Apocalypse Now and running a dedicated server, check out my video from last week, the week prior to this, and I will show you how really easy way to get a modded overhaul version of the game up as a dedicated server. It's simple, so just follow the steps and you'll be up and running in no time with your friends. Otherwise, try it out multiplayer, try it out single player, and just have fun with it and just pick up all that loot. See you next time.